Hi, welcome back. If you've been on the internet at all lately, you've seen that a lot of books have been hyped up from either book talk or book Twitter, but one book remains the sole constant on this hype train, and this book is The Love Hypothesis. I have it on ebook right now because importing books from the United States right now is very expensive. So what I've decided to do, if you've seen my previous video, I had run a little experiment and I've been gone for a little bit of maybe like 3 months. And I read only the books that I really wanted to read and avoiding at all cost books that were hyped up or new releases. And I found that my tastes do not align with what has been hyped up lately on any social media, basically. I wanted to run another experiment parallel to that in reading the really hyped up book on the English-speaking side of TikTok. And so I read the Spanish Love Deception that everybody loved. I hated. It was honestly terrible, very cringeworthy. I can excuse a book that it's kind of like a little bit boring or maybe not that defined, not plot driven, not character driven. It can have like issues, but when it's cringeworthy, the secondhand embarrassment, it hits me like a bus and I cannot continue. In the original, Kyler and Ray are a teacher, I believe, a teacher and a graduate student, a student for university in the biology field. And okay, first of all, women in STEM, I love. Second of all, I was really afraid because everybody said that the beginning, it's really embarrassing, it's really kind of cringe. I read the beginning, it's not even 1% as cringeworthy as the Spanish Love Deception was. So I don't know what y'all been smoking and drinking. This was okay. What I love about this book, at least initially, is that it delves into what our protagonist, now named Olive, is doing into her pancreatic cancer research, I think. And I love that. I love that the author gets specific about what she's doing and it's an integral part of the story. I love that. I love that they show what to do with the experiments, and I love that everybody's so hardworking. I especially love that she worked hard to get to Stanford as a graduate student, and she is shown to be a hard worker. Most of the time when they have like protagonists who are in very hard to get jobs or positions, then they get really meek and not at all presenting as the person who got a job like this or a position like this. She is hardworking, she is stubborn, she wants what she wants, and I love that. I really love that. So I think I'll take you on a journey because yes, I'm reading this. So many people have asked me, have you read this? And I'm like, no, well, nah. This so far is great. I'm having tons of fun. Okay, a little bit of an update because I am mad, upset, screaming and crying, thrown up, all of the above, because the interactions between Olive and Adam are very cute, are very natural. I like them very much. I like Adam and Olive as characters. And Olive's friend, she's the worst. Because like, babes, can you just not like respect your friend's boundaries in her relationships because it's her relationship? And peer pressures Olive to sit on Adam's lap in a conference, which is pretty fucking weird. And then he helps one of the cars that was dead to move so the other drivers could go home. And is like, well, Olive, go give him a kiss in front of everybody. And Olive was like, absolutely fucking not. But then she again peer pressures her. And Olive says okay, so they kiss, and it's like kind of a cute, kind of awkward moment. But still, like, and then another grad student, Grant, gets his proposals put down by Adam because he is his, I think, TA or is in charge of his committee. And Grant is like super mad, but not at Adam, at Olive, because he's like, well, you're his girlfriend, so you agree that he gets to be an ass to as graduate student. It's like, dude, you're married and you've been a graduate student for a long time. That's how academics works. If your proposal is not good, it's going to be put down. So what we learned so far is that secondary characters are not fun in this book, but the main couple is cute. So let's persevere. Hi, hello, good morning. It's the next day, and apparently my engineering classes got cancelled. I don't know why, they just never posted the Zoom link, and so I'm at home. It was sunny outside, but now it's cloudy, so the day just keeps getting better and better. But I've read a little bit of the Love Hypothesis last night, and I've come to the conclusion that Ali Hazelwood is a very talented writer when it comes to chemistry, because Olive and Adam have a very good chemistry. They talk very intelligently, as two people who work in biochemistry should. Like, they talk about work, but then they talk about silly stuff, and it's very cute and it's very endearing. But then the secondary characters are dumbasses, and not the fun dumbasses that you're like, that's my idiot. No, they're just dumbasses. And Anne, especially, she just like pushes her idea of what the relationship should be onto Olive and Adam. And I'm like, it's their relationship. Mind your business. Why, when you know that Olive and Adam supposedly have had like a couple of dates, why should I have already kissed or had sex or, I don't know, be comfortable with kissing and hugging in public? Especially because he is a very famous professor in their faculty. I don't know. But I'm actually really enjoying this. It's a surprise. I can't wait to, I think I'll finish it today. I'm 58% into it. Pay attention, sweetheart. I think I need a moment. Hi, I'm back in my old apartment and I finished the book. So what did I think about it? It was super fun. It was definitely an AO3 fanfiction, not a Wattpad one, and the author, I think, specifies it in the author's note, but it was definitely an archive of our own fanfiction, if you know the difference. You're entitled to a veteran discount. Problems I had with this book, the secondary characters, especially Anne, because even though she gets called out at the end of the book for the actions that she took, like the pushing that she did onto the main character, I think she still deserves a little bit of, you know, a bonk in the head sometimes. But overall, it was definitely a well-written story. The dialogues were awesome, the chemistry was there, I really liked the characters. I would have liked a little bit of more to the story by the end, a little bit of more about the repercussions of what happens in the end, because it's really awful what happened to her. It's awful that every time we have a story about a woman in STEM, it's always something about sexual harassment that happens, always, because apparently it's the norm. I'm a woman in STEM, it hasn't happened to me in like a macroaggression, but still. Thank you for coming on the journey with me of finishing the Love Hypothesis, Ali Hazelwood. Keep on writing your fanfiction, they are awesome. I may have to conduct a little bit of another experiment of reading hyped TikTok books. If you have one specifically that you want me to read, just write a comment. I read every single one. And yeah, I hope you have fun. Socials, if you want to connect with me, I have them, they're down below. I have a Goodreads, I have a Twitter, I also have an Amazon wishlist, which I don't use, but if you want to see what I'm planning on buying next, it's down there. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye! Bye.